about the last guy you want to send to the stripe right now. They keep fouling him, and he keeps making them.
Murray outside for the three. Sinks the three-pointer.
Oh, that's a nice looking three there from Murray. How about the high release on that?
And while we've got a moment, let's send it over to our terrific reporter, David Aldridge. David?
Thank you, Kevin. Caught up with Coach Charles Lee, and we talked about the bruising big man, Julius Randle. He told me Julius sets the tone for them with his physicality. We have to try and match that. We can't let him bully his way into the lane and get to his spots. We have to make him uncomfortable. Kevin?
Thank you, David.
Defensive violation.
It's off his leg, and it's being called a kickball.
Number 31, Klay Thompson.
Davis sets a screen. Pass to quickly. Stolen by Garland. Murray outside. Fires the three. It's hauled in by Malone. On the wing, Williams. And stolen by Murray. He takes it in. Here's Şengün. And he lays it straight in.
Not giving up on the play. Şengün locked in.
On the wing quickly. Still yet to score. Here's Malone. They need this. And it's slammed in by Malone.
That's what he gives you, a big-time presence on the glass.
And you know what, Greg? Once he gets his hands on it, he's not even thinking about kicking it out.
No reason to do so there. He was going to leave, no doubt.
Now here's Davis. And it's slammed in by Davis.
Well, if you don't take care of the ball, fellas, that's what can happen.
Absolutely, Greg. That makes the turnover even more painful.
At the end of the day, though, it's 2 points. Don't hang your heads. Let's get refocused and play with more patience.
Outside Garland. 4 on the shot clock. Here's Murray. That's good, and it's Garland with the assist. Murray's got 5 points so far.
Just focusing on the task at hand, that's all you can do.
Boy, the tide is running one way and then shifts back in the other direction. I've lost count of how many lead changes we've had here tonight.
Now here's Malone. It's hauled in by DeJounte Murray.
They've been beating them to a lot of those loose balls and rebounds here to start.
Here's Wagner. And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line.
First personal foul.
GA, when you look at the development of Franz Wagner, what now is the next step for him?
Kevin, for me, it's the three-point shooting, specifically becoming more efficient out there. And I also think he's going to have to become a better passer, ball mover. I got total confidence he'll get there because the rest of his game is complete.
Guys, when you're talking about young players, the first thing I want to know is, do they have passion and enthusiasm for the game? Franz Wagner, he's got every bit of that.
Pass to Adebayo.
Substitution for your home team. Draymond Green.
1:35 left here in the opening quarter. Gosh, that's a two-pointer. And he gets the bucket.
And his athleticism comes through in all kinds of ways. You've got to be
Here's Adebayo. Pass to Collins. It's stolen by Rodman. The shot by Butler. Nobody around. Sinks the triple. Butler's got 5 points so far.
Boy, zero hesitation from Butler. He takes the... pass and fires immediately.
And we've got a timeout called by Steve Kerr. Wants to talk some things over, might be seeing some things to adjust. It's been a pretty tough stretch for them.
And this will be an important possession. It's really essential they put a stop to this run. And the best way to do it is by great execution.
Basket good. Olajuwon's got his third bucket of the night.
They should continue to get the ball inside. The defense struggling to contain them. Without a doubt, one of the most versatile shot blockers in the game. Olajuwon does it in the painted area as well as along the perimeter.
Yeah, there's no quitting this guy. He just gives you great effort, and he continues to give you great production.
And he'll be shooting his first free throw of the game here.
And that passion that Garnett plays with is really infectious. He's always talking and trying to get himself and his guys going.
And finished off by Banchero.
I'll tell you, sometimes it's easier to hit the target with a bounce pass. That's perfectly done.
The kick out to Williams. Here's Garnett. And so the first quarter is in the books. Up 4. And the second quarter about to get started. We'll be back in just a moment. And thanks again for tuning in. If you're just joining us, we've played through one quarter of action so far. Guys, what's your take on the home team so far?
Well, credit their anticipation skills on the defensive end. They forced a number of turnovers.
And a few of those led to quick scores at the other end. Really active first quarter for them.
Now Thompson hasn't made one yet. With the teardrop and 2 free throws coming up, unable to get that one to go with all the contact. Greg, you've been a part of some great contending teams over the years, but what's it like being on a team at the bottom of the standings with not a lot of hope for the regular season?
Well, Kevin, no one likes losing, but it can certainly take a toll. But it can also allow you to play more freely when you know you're bad and you're not having to deal with the pressure of expectation.
White with it. Now Green defending. Garnett outside. And Garnett with the slam.
Well, posterizing mesmerizing defenders for over 2 decades now, Garnett. Yeah, he can still do this.
There's a screen by Robinson. And stolen by Elijah Wan. There's Williams. That's in, coming off the assist from Elijah Wan. Williams has got his first points in this one. The screen from Thompson. The drive by Thompson. Caruso, no good.
The game has been very close in a lot of areas, but rebounding has been the one differentiator thus far.
Team foul. Substitution on the court.
Quarter number 2 with just over a minute gone. Right now, let's send it over to the sidelines and get a report from David Aldridge.
Kevin, Giannis Antetokounmpo is not one to puff out his chest and chase accolades. He said, I put the work in. That's how I get my confidence. I don't follow the media or my stats. What I know is that I put the work in. Try to be the best version of myself. And that focus has served him well. Kevin?
It has. You know, his dedication, David, unquestioned. And we appreciate your report.
Boy, for his age, you think about how well-rounded a basketball player Franz Wagner is, and the guy wants to get better. He's a student of the game. The sky is the limit for this young man.
Now, quickly, following the miss by Draymond Green from deep. And the rejection by Giannis. Now, here's Antetokounmpo. Driving in. Machetes his way. Giannis. Past the buzzer. Fires from deep. Anthony Davis with the rebound. You know, you were talking about Giannis. He can put up 30 a game without taking many shots from the perimeter. And that's a tall order these days, especially because he gets doubled every single time.
And the thing about Robin, he's more of a position player defensively, but that time reaching up to swat it away. And some hang time on the rim puts a little cherry on the top of that slam.
Well, those kind of displays of strength can get one team rolling.
As we've gotten closer to halftime, their style has become more and more physical.
And we're now a little over 2.5 minutes into the second quarter. Inside, Malone. Blanketed by the D, he fights to the rim for the layup. Malone's got his second basket of the night.
Yeah, that was the third straight high percentage look the defense has allowed. The defenders have got to start putting bodies on bodies.
Here's Thompson. That's his second shot and his second basket. He's 2 for 2.
We see this night in and night out. Thompson uses his size and elevation to make tough shots in the paint.
Now, here's Quickly. Still scoreless. Down to 5 on the shot clock. And that one comes up a bit short. Antetokounmpo looking over the floor. Giannis rips it down.
Antetokounmpo slamming it down there, using his sensational will to finish with the flush.
And so Steve Kerr calls for the timeout. He's made the decision. He wants to huddle up with this guy. White. Got a piece of it. Out to Thompson. And the whistle blows. It's going to be on Asar Thompson. That's his first foul.
Yeah, clearly he hadn't established position there.
The visitors with the ball. 7-point differential. And that's a foul called on Franz Wagner. That is his first foul of the game. On defense, the home team. Only giving up 6 here in this quarter.
And how about the power there from KG? He can fly with the best of them.
Here's Wagner.
I'll tell you what, he earned his money on that foul.
This is his third trip to the free throw line in the game.
Wound up shooting 85 from the line a season ago, which is an exceptional percentage.
Both free throws good from Wagner.
This is what makes him a challenge to stop. He will beat you from the floor, and he can also beat you from the line.
To the paint. Stolen by Robinson. Pass to Thompson. Back to Caruso. Kept alive. Here's Robinson. And here is Caruso. Now, here's Banchero. He's covered by Thompson. 5 to shoot.
Well, that's 2 fouls on him early. He'll have to be careful not to pick up another one.
From Rookie of the Year in 2023 to an All-Star grade in 2024, Paolo Banchero.
And Kevin, that really says it all, doesn't it? Few players hit the ground running like Banchero has. Becoming an elite competitor, people fear almost instant. And a big man who can do a little bit of everything, Banchero's future is certainly bright.
Garnett outside. The 19-foot shot, and it's in off the backboard. Garnett's got 6 here in this quarter.
Just a knockdown shooter. Garnett's so good with the ball in his hands.
Pass to Caruso. The rebound by Garnett.
I didn't see that miss coming. I mean, he's usually been money from that range.
Garnett, the screen. And they call an illegal screen here.
And not the most common call you'll see in the NBA, but hard to argue that pick wasn't illegal.
It is really difficult to get your feet completely set, to stay completely still. It's almost surprising to me that it isn't called more often.
Thompson outside. Right side Green. Outside out of the Kumbo. That one's not going to go. Excellent D there from Garnett. White with it. Outguarded by Giannis. And the foul called on Antetokounmpo. That is his first foul of the game. Both teams changing it up here.
Substitution on the
Double team on Adebayo. Allen outside. Offline with his 3.
Sometimes it's more about what the defense is doing on that possession. They were all over him on the perimeter.
A deep 3 from Butler. Off target there. That would have pushed the lead to double digits. It's Schrempf on the wing. Adebayo the screen. Off the left rim and out.
Not sure what the D was doing there. Clearly a breakdown. You can ill afford to give a guy like him that good a look. And they repeatedly probed inside in the first half, guys, and it's paid off.
And there's the 8-second call as they can't get it across half court in time.
substitution.
And that is just a deflating error on his part.
Well, I think it kills your energy, and it certainly kills momentum.
Now here's Parker. They lead by their biggest margin of the game, 9. Lays it up off the glass. Parker's got his first bucket in this one.
Yeah, they're going to have a nice little run here.
Quickly looking it over. And it's Adebayo in the corner. Rocket 6. From down in the low post, it goes.
Just playing so strong down low. Adebayo knows you gotta be ready for the fight inside.
Now here's Antetokounmpo, and it's Parker in the corner. Outside Butler. Oh, tough play by Butler.
And this has been a great job of just getting into the middle of that defense and really scoring effectively from the paint.
With every passing season, Quickly's role seems to expand.
Yeah, you know, Kevin, he's had to prove himself over and over. And now that he has, I don't think you'll find nearly as many doubters as he had when he first came into the league.
One of the things I always like about Emmanuel Quickly, he's decisive with the basketball.
Pass to Malone. On the wing, Thompson. Shoots the 3. Robinson pulls it in. Thompson right side. There's a screen by Robinson. And it's Robinson with the jam.
Love the show of force there from Robinson. When he's deep inside, it is clear for takeoff.
To the middle. Malone misses. On the wing, Thompson. He has 6. Pass to Thompson. Tries the spin move. And Davis sends it back. 6 on the shot clock. And the call on the shot that sends him to the line.
First personal foul.
It goes on Moses Malone.
At all times, he's on the court. Green is active and defensive. He loves being in the middle of the action. And to me, Draymond Green really embodies the idea of a high IQ player. He can read the opposition, predict where a play is going. And those instincts aren't something that can be easily taught to anyone.
Now, here's Quickly. Allen outside. It's stolen by Hartenstein. Just 1 second between the shot clock and game clock. Here's Caruso. Spins. Wagner. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul.
Personal foul.
Okay, Mr. Wagner, that's a tremendous up fake. Gets the defender off his feet. The savviness is nice.
That's good from Wagner. Both free throws good from Wagner.
Boy, when you look at the 6'10" Franz Wagner, what you love is the skill set. It is tailor-made for today's NBA. He can stretch you from deep. He's not afraid to mix it up on the glass. You love it.
And that's not nearly the kind of defense that's going to prevent a player of his ability from scoring.
And that does it for the first half a play.
47.
They lead by 13.
34.
Stay with us, folks. We'll get back just after halftime to start the third quarter. And as we dive into the second half, we'll find out if the next two quarters are any different from the first two. So far, it has been a runaway. Parker with it. With the drive, it's Adebayo with the rebound. Pass to Collins. Got a piece of it. And stolen by Murray. Now, here's Wagner. Another shot, and the jumper falls for him. Murray's got 7 points in the game.
And in recent years, Murray has become one of the more effective, high-volume, mid-range shooters in our league.
Rebound by Paolo Banchero. Wagner outside. Nice concentration to hit the double clutch layup. 10 points for him.
Well, we've seen that movie a few times, haven't we? An easy bucket in the paint.
Adebayo the screen. Rejected by Banchero.
And when Banchero turns it up, he can be a factor at the defensive end.
Here's Reeves. Garnett, the screen. Just 5 to shoot. Reeves can't hit.
And out of the gates here in this second half, they have not started well. 0 of 3.
Getting it done on both ends, and it shows up
In the score.
Well, what I love is the energy they're bringing right now. They're ignoring the scoreboard and playing hard.
Deep, Collins. Rebounded by Rodman.
That's a big donut, folks, here to start the second half. 4 straight they've missed.
timing and athleticism. That's how Thompson won himself the second opportunity.
Now here's White. No good again that time.
And with the success they've had rebounding the basketball, they're right where you'd expect them to be, firmly in the driver's seat.
Here's Antetokounmpo. Collins looking around. Outside, White. And there's the call on Giannis Antetokounmpo. That's his 3rd foul of the game.
First team foul.
Not quite 2.5 minutes played here in the second half. Garnett, the screen to the inside. Great D that time from Green. Down low. Here's Thompson. That one misses. White with the defensive effort. And here's Garnett. 9 points in the game so far. And it's Olajuwon with the jam.
Such a graceful player. Hakeem is light off the ground there for that rebound, and then the skill to send that one home.
That's a 2-pointer, and it's in there. Giannis has got his 3rd basket of the night right there.
When you allow good scores to get uncontested shots at the rim, no wonder you're losing.
To me, this has simply stated been a complete lack of defensive attention and focus all night long.
Gives him the bounce pass. Trying to find Green. He's got it now.
They need a bucket in a big way here to regain some confidence.
To the inside. Butler. Elijah Wan with the block. Collins with it. Butler covering. Tries the spin move. And Garnett misses.
Never easy to stop this guy at the rim, but that is a beautiful contest right there.
It's time now to hear from our Hall of Fame reporter, David Aldridge. What's the latest, David?
Kevin, thanks. For the NBA, content continues to be king. Commissioner Adam Silver says the biggest issue for streaming services is what's called churn. To cancel is just a click. So, it's more pay for play these days. We have to focus on people staying with you and having great content throughout the year. Kevin?
Yeah, you know, he's doing a great job, isn't he, David? Thank you so much. Pass to quickly. Shot clock at 5. And it's slammed in by Malone.
Klay Thompson.
Well, teamwork at its finest there. The pick and roll set catches the defense napping. Boy, and Klay Thompson takes advantage and comes away with a pretty pass.
And timeout is called by Charles Lee. He wants to make some adjustments to the game plan, clearly. They're making this a runaway.
And the only question for me right now is just how big the lead will eventually become.
Robinson, that's good.
I love watching Robinson work there in the paint. Possesses that strength and touch around the basket.
Now, here's quickly. Outside Williams. Outside Davis. Fades and shoots. And Carroll grabs the board.
And that's the battle they haven't been winning today. Their work on the glass has been porous, and that's got to change. Another bucket down low. They've been the aggressors, taking the ball inside and attacking at the rim.
Now, here's quickly. And he finishes nicely on the layup. Quickly's got 5 now.
That's about activity, determination, quickly finishing strong.
Here's Murray. Offline with the baseline jumper. Outside Williams. Nice defense from Wagner. They have been really controlling this one.
You never want to be complacent on the floor. That's when you lose momentum.
Now, here's Wagner. He's got 10. And the foul called on Anthony Davis. That's foul number 2 for him. Here's Murray. And it's Anthony Davis with the rebound.
And trying to come up with a highlight reel finish. Somebody forgot to finish it.
And Greg, remember, in DeJounte Murray's rookie year, he played in the Western Conference Final.
Murray was the youngest player in that series, playing 20 minutes a game, competing against the KD Steph Warriors. How about that for a welcome to the NBA?
Now here's Murray. He's got 9. Banchero trying to get open. Yes, that goes in. Murray's got 6 here in this quarter.
I'm sorry, that's poor defense down low again. It's been a mismatch thus far in the paint.
Quickly with it. Out guarded by Murray. To the left side wing. Shot by Collins, no good. No one near Banchero as he lets it go. Off target from outside. Over in the corner, Allen. There's the three. A three-pointer is right on target. Allen's got himself going there. His first points of the game at the deep ball. Pass to Caruso. Back to Wagner. Now Caruso. On the wing, Murray. There's a screen by Robinson. Wide open look here for Murray. The baseline jumper goes down. Murray's got 13.
And when they've gone to him, he has come through big time. You got to keep getting him touches.
Here's Quickly. Count the basket. He's got 7.
That's a conversion inside by Emmanuel Quickly. Just a quick opportunity finish.
There's a screen by Robinson. Good.
Unwilling to let up even for a moment. That's his killer instinct, just fanning the flame.
One thing I enjoy is watching players who don't pay attention to the score. You lock in on the moment and play the right way.
1:14 left to play in the third. Wagner outside. Now Murray. He's got 15. 6 to shoot. It's stolen by Allen. Knocked away. And it's out of bounds. Last touch by Allen.
Boy, not sure what happened on that one. Just an unforced error.
51 seconds left in the third. Here's Giannis. That one drops for him.
Again and again, they're dissecting the defense and creating those high percentage looks from inside.
Pass to Olajuwon. Terrific assist, a nice finish. Solid play all around.
And that's just too deep. Olajuwon with way too many moves in there, almost automatic.
Back to Giannis.
Team foul. Personal foul. Third team foul. Coming onto the floor for the away team, Kevin Garnett.
24 seconds left here in the third quarter. Back to Thompson. And Thompson throws it down.
This one has been all about Amen Thompson, a freakish athlete. When he gets rolling, there's just not much a defender can do.
Offside Collins. With 1 on the clock. And at the end of the third quarter, a huge lead. And this one may already have been decided. Delivering the blowout. And when we return, we'll get the fourth quarter rolling right here on 2K. And there may not be a lot of drama down the stretch as we head into the fourth quarter, but stranger things have happened. Here's White. Garnett, the screen to the middle. And Garnett slams it home.
Yeah, this guy's always been a fluid athlete. KG just rolls off the screen beautifully.
Giannis up top. The shot's good on the assist by Butler.
Yeah, well done to finish that one off.
White with it. And oh boy, a lot of contact there, but he gets the call and will shoot 2. And we talk about Derek White, Doris. How impressive has his rise been?
Kevin, it's been both impressive and sometimes feels improbable. He was not highly recruited. There were no expectations on him when he arrived in the NBA. This guy has turned himself into one of the premier defenders from the guard spot, an excellent shot blocker, and so rock steady as a ball ball handler on the offensive end.
You know what? You've got to always be in control of your emotions.
Stolen by Reeves.
Terrific anticipation by him, and that's why he's out on the court.
And Garnett misses.
And they've got a big lead, not just on the scoreboard, but really in the rebounding numbers as well.
It's good.
The plan of attack is obvious. Get the ball inside and go strong to the rim.
To the paint. And it's Olajuwon with the jam.
I mean, I hope you can appreciate the torque that kind of move generates. He just has that natural explosiveness. The dream is something to behold.
That one falls.
I'll tell you, you have got to have a short memory. You put a poor first half behind you, and you get to work here in the second.
Here's White. And the rejection by Giannis.
Love to see Giannis get aggressive on defense, using that reach to track down the block.
Right side, Williams. And there's the call on Amen Thompson.
Second personal
That's foul number 2 for him.
team foul.
Pass to White. It's stolen by Rodman.
Yeah, they've gotten careless, Kevin, no doubt about it, with their turnovers in the second half. Great teamwork, punctuated by a strong finish.
Going right to the rim, which is where you want transition opportunities to end.
On the wing, Williams. Launches it. Dennis Rodman pulls it in. This could get even more out of hand if they continue to put up points.
Wow, Kevin, what a performance we are seeing. And 10 of their last 12 coming off assists.
Here's White. And White with the stuff.
Derek White saying it's not just the big fellas who've got some hops. I can put it down. Yes, sir.
It's good. Antetokounmpo's got 6 here in this quarter.
Yeah, these defenders just look a bit overmatched, especially inside.
Garnett, the screen. Here's White. And the layup is good.
Well, Derek White fearless on the interior right there. Tremendous finish.
It's Antetokounmpo on the wing. Outside, Green. Here's Thompson. Rebound by Williams. Doris, why is there so much parity around the NBA now?
Yeah, Kevin, I think the new salary cap rules have certainly contributed to what we're seeing in terms of that parity. Super teams are more difficult to assemble. The talent is more evenly spread. And obviously, it has made for a greater level of competition. What could be better?
And there's the call on Giannis Antetokounmpo. That will be foul number 5 on him.
And the next one puts him in the bonus.
Both teams deciding to change it up. Inside, Adebayo. It's not going to go for him. Some solid defense from Robinson. Here's Murray going inside. That counts. He's put up 13 shots, and he's had 8 of those go in. They get a hand on it. Pass to quickly. Schrempf with it. Shot clock at 6. And here's Collins. Guarded by Robinson. For 3. Offensive rebound. And DeJounte Murray gets the whistle that time. That is his first foul of the game.
4th team foul.
Pass to Allen. Great touch on the 16-footer.
And the lack of effort to fight over the screen there makes that an easy shot.
You know, we see this all the time. You're basically, as a defender, hoping the man misses rather than putting in the work to get over screens.
The assist totals, Kevin, just continue to grow. They're way ahead in that category. Ball movement has been flawless.
Wagner left side. Murray outside. Here's Thompson. Outside for Murray. It's stolen by Allen. On the wing quickly. And he gets the whistle for the 3-second call. Every year, Norris, the NBA has a few points of emphasis they want to make. Anything you'd like to see emphasized?
Yeah, I think, Kevin, one thing that has to happen is we have got to give the defense a greater chance to succeed. We've tilted the game too heavily in the offense's favor, meaning too often at the rim there's foul shots given for marginal contact. I think the defense has got to become more involved in the outcome of games.
Away team.
On defense, the visitors. And that one's good. Wagner.
Good job executing inside. Wagner in total control down there.
You know, Doris, we know how physical the NBA is, but can you talk to the importance of mental toughness as well, and what it means for a player?
Kevin, I don't think a player can be successful in the NBA, and certainly a team cannot, without some level of grit and mental toughness. And what does that mean? How does that manifest itself? It means handling adversity. It means overcoming a key injury. There's a toughness required to be amongst the smartest, most resilient players or teams in the NBA.
Back to Murray. Kevin Garnett grabs the miss. And stolen by Murray. From deep three-point land. They get the rebound. And it's good. 2 points.
Let the big fella eat. Sengun just doing his thing down low.
White bounce pass. And it's slammed in by Garnett.
Oh, why, dunk you very much.
He can really fly, and you combine that, Greg, with some nice penetration, too, and you've got 2 points. And so the ball out of bounds. Reeves touched it last. So it's both teams making substitutions here. Greg, we've heard some veteran players and coaches say the league is skewing too young.
Well, because of the salary cap, you're often forced to play some younger guys, and they don't quite have a feel for the game yet. So possibly the product suffers, but it also gives you a chance to develop these young players in your system.
Just 5 on the clock. Adebayo the screen. A 3 from Quickly. Hits the 3-point bomb.
Listen, if you give Emmanuel Quickly a look from 3, there's never hesitation.
Now, here's Quickly. To the middle. That's good. He's 5 for 9.
That's how you share the rock. He does this time and time again.
Pass to Hartenstein. Thompson. It's Adebayo with the rebound. Allen inside. Quickly with it. Covered by Parker. And too much time in the lane. They get called for the 3-second violation. .131 left in the fourth quarter. Unable to get that one. And the call will be against Tony Parker. That's his first foul of the game, and the bonus will go to the free throw line.
And that was the last thing they needed. Now the clock is stopped, and they put them on the line.
And the NBA helping establish academies and even leagues, Greg, on foreign soil. Do you expect more to come?
I do, Kevin. I think the league recognizes it has a big role to play in the expansion of the game globally. Investments being made with the long-term view in mind.
You can see the increasing confidence of putting the ball in Darius Garland's hand and letting him play out a pick and roll.
Pass to Adebayo. Laid in with a nice touch off the glass.
Well, this is what they needed earlier on. At some point, it's too little, too late.
Yeah, but then again, this run came against a team that may have felt it had already won, and you get the sense it let its guard down.
Here's Garland. There's the dribble. That's in, coming off the assist from Thompson.
Finishing strong. This is how you want to close things out.
No question. They've got hot at exactly the right time. Clutch play on a team level.
Here's Thompson. Back to Parker. Poked loose. Allen outside. Here's Collins. Nails the baby hook.
And let the big man eat. It's clear that Collins loves getting these kinds of scoring opportunities. They made the most of their opportunities, looking comfortable and locked in throughout the night.
What an impressive performance, to say the least. At this point, it looks insurmountable.
So the home crowd happy here as they get the victory. And the outcome of this one.